I'm about to show you how to set up a DualSense controller to play on your PS3. And afterward, I'll go over some of the drawbacks to using the DualSense on the PS3. The easiest way to get set up is to take a USB-C cord, connect one end to the controller and the other end to one of the USB ports on the PS3. After doing that, it starts working immediately. The exact cord needed is called a USB-A to USB-C cord. I recommend it be at least 6 feet long. The other way to connect it is through Bluetooth. And to do that, you need to at least have one controller already connected. Before doing the process, I recommend you upgrade your firmware on your PS3 to the latest version possible. And to do that, go to Settings and select System Update. Now, if you have an exploit downloaded on your PS3, it may not let you upgrade. That's no big deal. I'm just thinking that Sony probably patched in some DualSense functionality in their latest versions. Now we need to get the PS3 to listen for a Bluetooth signal. Go to Settings, Accessory Settings, Manage Bluetooth Devices, Register New Device, and then select Start Scanning. Now pick up the DualSense and hold both the Create button and the PlayStation button at the same time until it starts blinking. The term DualSense Wireless Controller will appear on the screen. Select it. You can then back out of the screen and begin using the controller. So there are some drawbacks to using a DualSense on the PS3. The first is that if you're using the wired method, you cannot use the controller to turn the system on. You'll just have to hit the power button. But you can if you're doing the Bluetooth method. There's also no button on the DualSense that counts as a home button. So if you're in the middle of a game and you get a message, you can't pull up the dashboard and then go read the message. So basically, once you start playing a game, there's only a couple of ways to get back out of it. One is to eject the game, assuming you're playing it off a disc. When you eject a game that's running, it takes you back out to the dashboard screen. The other way is to just hold down the power button until the console goes off. Another drawback to the DualSense is that it cannot replicate the motion control that is inside a 6-axis controller. This causes a problem in certain PS3 games that require you to shake the controller or tilt it a certain way. For some games, this just means you can't complete an optional task in the game. For other games, like Heavenly Sword, you have to go into the menu of the game and disable the motion control, but there's also a handful of games that require you to use the motion control in order to finish the game. Like in this spot in Killzone 2, I'm supposed to be able to turn this valve by tilting the controller a certain way, but I can't do that with the DualSense. And as a result, I cannot move forward in this game. The only solution is to have a secondary controller that is the 6-axis controller and use that to get past this part. Here's a list I gathered from message boards that specify which games cannot be beaten unless you have an actual 6-axis controller. So if you only have a DualSense, you'll never finish those games. And the last drawback I'll mention is that there is no vibration function that's going to happen when you use the DualSense on the PS3. So I hope you found this video useful. Have a great day.